Okay, this is basically a refresher. You all know how to use it around the table, I hope. Refresher. Number one, whenever you work on the table, what do? You unplug it. Number two, come on over, man. This particular table, we have two tables like this. There is a spindle lock. It is on the right side. It is clearly indicated. It says unlock, it says lock, and there's an arrow. Before you move the carriage up and down, you put it in the unlock position. When you're getting ready to route, you put it in the lock position. You'll know because the arrow points to lock. When you're ready to move it again, what do? You unlock it. Very important. What we found is that people have kept this, number one, in the lock position and tried to move the carriage and damages the lock. Number two is that they've tried to use the lock as a mechanism to raise and lower the router head. Bad. Causes damage. Okay, so unlock position. Next, when you raise the carriage, that is the router itself, it's not necessary to come up all the way. When you do, you damage the plate right here. The same thing when you go down too far. You shouldn't go down all the way. Keep it away from the bottom, keep it away from the top. We have offset wrenches. The whole purpose of the offset wrench is so you can stay a half to 3/4 to an inch below. One wrench goes on the bottom, the other one goes on the top nut of the collar. Everybody okay with that? Any questions so far? Okay. When you put the bit in, make sure the collar's open all the way, lower the bit all the way, and then raise it about 1/8 of an inch. The reason is, and I'm going to point to this over here, if you see at the bottom of the collet, there's a little radius on the inside. If you lower the bit all the way and tighten it, the collet is not tightening on the shaft, it's tightening on that radius. You will not have a tight bit, and after you start to use it, the bit may come out. And you don't want at 21,000 RPMs, this bit flying out. So it's important, lower it and then bring it up about 1/8 of an inch. And again, snug it up. Do not tighten this like crazy, there's no need to. Just give it tighten, you're snugging, and you should be good to go at that point. Remember, this is metal. When metal gets hot, it expands in all directions. The bit will expand out, the collar will expand in, and it will tighten itself. When you go to remove this, and again, the machine is unplugged, you're going to reverse your steps. One thing you'll notice is that when you back off the collet, if you cannot remove the bit, back off the collet some more. There is one particular point on some bits that the collet will show resistance. You have to bypass that resistance, then the bit will come out. Be careful when you take it out, the bits are sharp.
And hot.
And hot, they can be, that is correct. Any other questions? Okay, fence, real fast on the fence. This is a micro adjustment fence. These two are the major adjustment. These two are the, vice versa. These are two of the major, these two are the minor. So therefore you lock down the majors, keep the minors loose, and you would turn this knob and that would move the fence in and out. You'll notice that the knob has a mark on it. One full rotation represents 1/16 of an inch. One full rotation back represents a 16th. After you get the dimension you need, snug these down. Again, you don't need to tighten it, you just need to snug it. The fence itself, you want to make sure that the fence is not up against the bit. This slides in and out. Right here, again, reminder, take the knobs, do not tighten it, just snug it. And then you're good to go. Any questions? Okay, thank you.